When Batman finds out that his friend Waylon Jones has been taken somewhere, he meets with the police who tell him that Waylon has been taken to Arkham. The police then mention that the same piping and layout should be the same as the hospital that was once there on that land, making Bruce figure that a way in should be easy. Batman then puts on his diving gear and heads into the water with Alfred giving communications with him. So as Batman supposedly arrives at Arkham, he finds a pipe and goes inside of it. However, he looks downwards and finds out that it's actually further beneath him and not above. He makes his way downwards and tries to tell Alfred that he has no idea what he's looking at until his communications go out, and gets kicked in the face by Bane. And although Batman tries to fight back, he stands no chance against him. Even more so when he uses his venom and grabs Batman by the head, saying that it's time for surgery. Bruce then wakes up and ventures off into several other rooms filled with failed experiments until he eventually confronts Bane, who takes him back to his room. After a month, Bruce acts more calm and less violent and doesn't eat any food given to him, so he is forced to get fed through a tube. But when a bunch of doctors come to check up on him, he kicks one in the face and begins taking all of them down using his own teeth as weapons, as well as moving his feeding tube around in his stomach to gain access to his stomach acid, which he would shoot out on some doctors. He manages to break out of his room to then begin running around trying to find Waylon until he found a room with trees and plants and Poison Ivy herself, who tries to strangle him, but Bruce gets saved by Bane. Bruce wakes up once again in his room, having survived all the experimentation he had gone through. He then sees his armor and uses it to bust out of the room he is in, but as he walks around, he finds several failed experiments asking him to help them when Bane finds him again and begins beating him up. However, Killer Croc comes from nowhere and jumps on Bane, managing to knock him down so he could then eat everyone there around them. Bruce confronts Waylon, with Waylon remembering him once he got Bruce's scent, and gives Batman a lift so they could both end Bane.